You'll be pleased to know that I've written this testimony out because, as a lot of you know, I tend to waffle a bit. So it's all written down and we'll be on track. This is a testimony about the power of prayer, and it's okay to doubt. At the end of March, because of the result of a previous test, I was asked to have a capsule colon endoscopy. This involved swallowing an independent capsule containing 2 very small cameras, wearing a wide belt to which was attached a quite heavy monitor for 18 hours. This would take hundreds of photos of my digestive system, but mainly the lower half. This was definitely a prayer chain job, so I asked those on the prayer chain and many others to pray for the miracle of swallowing the capsule, no blockages, and I would pass it. My dear friend Julia took me for the procedure, and praised God she was allowed to stay with me. 4 ears are definitely better than 2. Yes, a miracle happened. I swallowed the capsule about 11 a.m. and after lots of conversations about it all, including the fact that very few people passed the capsule that day, mostly the next day or even later, the later days, so don't worry, you will know as it flashes a light. Please bring the monitor back by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and off you go. Then followed lots of more laxatives, etc. Julia stayed with me until early afternoon, and Caroline, my daughter, arrived from Manchester soon after. Another miracle, as she was originally coming the weekend before and had to cancel. God knew when I needed her most. Everything going on track, monitor was working, I had completed the laxative regime, and then suddenly at 9 o'clock, the monitor cut out and switched off. We were flummoxed, concerned and a bit anxious. Had the monitor been faulty, they tell you that could happen, to cover themselves. Or had I passed the capsule and not seen it? I was convinced I hadn't. Caroline and I were anxious. If in doubt, phone 111. Not a usual medical issue for them, but assured me if capsule was stuck, I would be in pain. Go back to the endoscopy department tomorrow morning as planned and tell them. However, we felt prompted to phone Julia, and very wise and grounded Julia said, Gill, everyone is praying for you. You miraculously swallowed the capsule. We have to believe it's all a miracle, all done, job completed. I wanted to believe her, and in my logical self I did. But up came the enemy doubt. I had to tell God I believed in miracles and thank him for the swallow part, but ask him for forgiveness for the doubting part. Sorry that I'm doubting, dear Father God, but I need proof. I thought of good old Thomas and how he doubted, and Rhoda at the door, not believing it was Peter on the doorstep, and I knew God understood me. The consequences of my doubting were 11 days of anxiety before the doctor read the monitor readings. Was it worth the worry? No, of course not. Had I learnt from it? I most certainly hope so. I had passed the capsule in 7 hours, it hadn't got stuck, a miracle indeed, and an answer to prayer. So summing up, 1, prayer is answered. It's okay to doubt, but you cause yourself unnecessary anxiety, but God does understand. Surround yourself with wise, honest friends who speak a word in season. Stay teachable. You're never too old to learn or grow in your faith, even at nearly 83. Thank you.